I use an Android to shoot videos, and with budget phones, a lot of the times auto white balance brings out the best colors in my experience and not the manual Kelvin temperatures. But constant shifting of white balance is what budget phones do great, and that looks like shit. So here are a few ways to manage white balance or for ease of editing and maybe add to the character. Whites or neutral colors in photos or videos should look similar to what we actually see, neither warmer nor cooler, but also it's a creative choice. In my experience, setting white balance manually on phones does not really bring out the true tones, and keeping it on auto is a big no go. There are some simple ways to get around this when you are shooting videos on a budget phone. This is the way I like to use the most. In the app, I use OpenCam, by the way, arguably the best free app that you can use on any device. Has an option to lock the white balance separately so it does not shift. It's pretty easy. So while in auto white balance, I like to bring some skin in the frame, my hand, because getting the skin tones right is important. And tap on it a few times in front of the main source of light or the key light. When it seems close enough to real, I lock it and the white balance stays like that throughout. The only issue here is if you are shooting multiple shots, by accidental tapping it gets unlocked, or closing the app also resets the white balance. Similarly, other way could be using the same neutral white sheet of paper in place of hands for all the shots. These might give you better results. Dedicated gray cards are available for manually setting white balance. You could also use thermocol as well, since they are pretty much neutral whites. Getting the first two options right would be great, but in case the white balance got messed up by any chance, you can always fix it in post. Here is the Limetry color tab of Premiere Pro. Click on the white balance selector and again click on something white or which is supposed to be white in the frame, and it will automatically adjust the temperatures. This works pretty good most of the time, but in some extreme cases it might not. So setting the white balance correctly while shooting is the way to go. I'm sure other editing softwares, automatic temperature correction tools are also existing. All in all, setting the right white balance is preferred, but a lot of the times we end up grading the footage and adding warm or cool tones to the image to sell the emotion. For example, I like to shoot my videos a little warm with a set value, daylight white balance setting to be precise, so I don't have to dial the temperatures all the time. In post, I can cool it down a bit or keep it as it is, which will be a specific value and can be applied to all the footage. So, white balance might not be as important as constant white balance throughout.